Angela with us tonight. As you can go ahead and get started. So please welcome Angela Cartwright.
You can? I can't really read from the book since it's an art book and it's just going to be reading techniques or whatever. But I did think I'd take a second just to let you know where the books started and how they came about. It started for me with a dream for in this house. And I just had this idea that I really wanted to explore what home meant to me. And I thought, God, is this a crazy idea, or is this something that people would be interested in? And I called my friend Sarah Fishburne, who did the book with me, and she said, oh no, I love it, let's do it. And it was just so much fun to find artists who were excited about the concept of taking something as near and dear to us as home and interpreting it into art. And I think out of that whole experience, that all the artists that participated really found, I don't know, the emails that I would get, they were like, I'm loving this, this is such a great experience to do this. And what was so amazing when I received all of them, to gather them together to send to the publisher, every single one of them was different. And I thought that was so amazing, that everybody interpreting whatever subject it is, everything comes out so different because we all draw on our own life experiences. And after In This House was published, the publishing company said, would you be interested in doing a book about your photographs? Because what I do is I love photography. I'm passionate about it. I have been since I was 15 years old. And I've been taking pictures, but kind of experimenting and taking them one step farther. And that was to paint them, sand them, rough them up, put water on them, use acrylics, use oils. And I really thought, wow, I'm really onto something here. I'm kind of really digging what I can do to a photograph. I've always, when I was younger, shot with black and white film and had it developed and then hand painted that with oils. But today, because digital photography is so available and so affordable, you can do the very same thing. It doesn't have to be, because film can get to be pretty expensive, getting them all developed, picking out your negative, getting them enlarged. The use of digital cameras today can actually interpret your photography and make it a black and white that you can also hand paint or color, use crayons or acrylics, whatever your expression wants to do to it. And so Mixed Emulsions was all about that. Just taking photography, taking it a step farther, just exploring the different things that you can do. I don't want anybody to take the book and go, oh, I want to do just this, I want them to take it and do their own thing with it, but just play. It's really all about exploring that. And what I've found with art is it makes me so happy to do art, because it's kind of like journaling or scribbling, doodling. Any kind of expression of yourself makes you feel better and learn more about yourself. That's what I find, and I believe that. I always thought I couldn't draw. My father was a wonderful artist. He could take something, I'd say, Dad, draw that building, and he'd draw it, and it would look exactly like that building. And I just never thought my buildings looked like they look like a building, exactly like I wanted it to look. I think part of that was I felt it had to be interpreted exactly the way that it looked. And it's taken me a long time to realize it doesn't have to. Your building can look like anybody's that you want it to look like. It can be interpreted any way, as long as you're true to yourself and you're doing what you love to do. So, having these books has been a great journey. It's been a full year this last year, when they both came out pretty close to each other, one in July and one in November. And it's just been a lot of fun doing it. So I'm so pleased to see that you all came out to say hi. It's so cool. And I don't know if you have any questions for me. I'd be happy to answer them. If anybody has any questions about art or Sound of Music or Lost in Space. Yes.
I love your work. Thank you. And when you created the house, the little farm, where did that come from? Is that everybody had the same pattern?
Right. I wanted it to be big enough so that you know, you could explore it for this particular project. And so Sarah and I decided to use a template that was 9 by 12. It's just a piece of chipboard that, you know, had a roof. And in the instructions it said you can keep the chimney, you can get rid of the chimney, whatever you want. It was just a kind of a neat shape to kind of create with, you know. And so you could do it any size. I've done smaller books. I just like the shape. It's really cool to work on. Are there any others? Yeah. The question's about Sound of Music, whether I ever see anybody from the Sound of Music, and we get together probably every couple of years. Always seems like there's some anniversary for Sound of Music. It's the movie that never ends, you know. I was just on, somebody told me, over Christmas or something. Yeah. They're a great bunch of people, and you kind of feel like they're family, kind of distant family. I'm very close to Heather, who played Louisa. She's one of my best friends. Everybody else is kind of spread around the country, from Connecticut to Australia, Minnesota, New York. So we do gather together. It's like picking up from where we left off when we do see each other, which is great. It's a great group of people. And I'll just say that there may be something on the horizon. That's all I'm going to say. You can't get anything else out of it.